President Trump, the current chief executive, is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. Well, his poll numbers are very low, and that's mainly because of his style over substance, and that American voters didn't like the ICE detention tactics. Those two things. Both of those can be corrected, and will be, I think, because generally Mr. Trump is doing a good job on policy. Now, you may disagree with me, and that's great. Just send me a letter, bill@BillO'Reilly.com, with your name and town attached, and we'll debate it. But I've been around for a while, and I know policy. So let me run it down for you. The border is sealed, and that's huge. The migrant detentions were necessary because so many criminals came in under Joe Biden. I estimate about 2 million criminals, foreign nationals, showed up. All right, it's a lot. It had to be rounded up. But Homeland Security does not have an effective messaging unit. Homeland is all right, but they need to have, look, this is what we're doing. This is why we're doing. Here are the criminals. Here are the non-criminals. Here's why we're taking the non-criminals into custody. They need to explain. Let me give you a good example. The press is going to lie to you, and we proved that last week when the left went out and said just 14% of migrants detained by ICE are criminals, have a criminal conviction. That's just bull. Okay, the number is way higher than that because so many offenses are not categorized as violent. And if you don't show up for a hearing, which millions of foreign nationals don't, then you're immediately in the deportation range. You don't have to be a criminal. You didn't show up for your asylum hearing or whatever it may be. Boom, out, you get stamped. Press never reports it, okay, because they want to hurt President Trump. Now, other issues. U.S. economy, pretty vibrant, okay? Inflation contained at this point. The deficit is dropping. The criminal thing, American criminals, down across the board. Gaza situation handled very well by President Trump. I don't know any other president could have gotten done. Venezuela was a success, whether you like the tactics or not. Okay? And when you add it all up, all the things that President Trump has tried to do in his first year, most of them have worked out. But the demeanor is a problem. That Obama thing with the monkeys, Americans don't like this. Okay, and you gotta stop it. If I'm an advisor to President Trump, I form a unit, a quick strike unit, to go out when these things happen and to explain it rationally. I don't think the president should be doing it himself on the Air Force One or wherever it may be. You can answer some questions, but have the definition put out first. Okay, so we all know that Trump is demonized by the media and his opposition. We know that that is going to be a factor in the midterm elections because some people who will vote, they don't know what's going on. They don't care what's going on. Most of them won't even show up. Remember, the voting patterns in off-season elections are much, much lower. Finally, the real brawl in the country isn't between Republican and Democrats, between traditional people like me and Donald Trump, he's traditional, and progressives who want to blow the system up and impose socialism, whatever it may be, open borders. That's the brawl. And I don't expect that to subside. And that is the memo.